Today, I'm going to talk about eating out with diabetes. As a diabetic, food is our biggest issue. It really follows us wherever we go. It follows us for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, when we have snacks, when we exercise. It's part of every moment of our lives. What happens when we try to go out to dinner with our family, with our friends, with our loved ones, and we're going to a place where we really have no clue what they put in the food? What if we want to enjoy something different, like everybody else that's going out? What if we want to enjoy an alcoholic beverage, but we have no clue what that drink is going to do to our sugar? Does any of this sound familiar to you? I know for me, especially in the beginning, it was so frustrating going out to eat. I felt actually punished by watching everybody eat all of these cool desserts and having these really exotic drinks, and because I didn't know what it would do to me, wasn't sure if I should really do the cheat, I always kept to safe foods and sometimes didn't eat anything, and I felt left out. I did not enjoy the experience at all. And even the foods that I had that were safe, the enjoyment was taken out of it because all I felt was, what is this going to do to my sugar? So I really can feel the anxiety of what it's like to live as a diabetic going out to eat. But I came up with some key tools that really seem to help me. And for some of you that know a little bit about me, I created a system that you can use in your everyday life that really helps you learn how to control your sugar, but more importantly, it really helps you control your body and will help you lose weight if you have 10, 20, 30 pounds to lose, as I did when I first became diabetic. I actually gained 30 pounds because of the insulin. And I had no control of my sugar, I had no control of my body. I completely felt helpless. And through extensive research, I learned a system and created a system by trial and error, and also by the help of many different healthcare professionals and naturopaths and practitioners of all different kinds, a system that really seemed to not just lower my A1C by bringing my sugars under control. I lowered it from 11 to a 6.5, and I also lost my 30 pounds. But more importantly, I really learned a much healthier way to live. I gained tremendous amount of energy. I didn't have those spells where I felt so lethargic the whole day, sweating through 3 outfits of clothing because my sugars were so high. I don't have those anymore. So I needed to come up with a system that was similar when I went out to eat, so that I can enjoy a cheat every once in a while, and I can enjoy the experience. And there were 3 key elements that I really found that worked. And the first one is really changing how I viewed the situation, and that is a huge part of what I do. Some of you might know that besides this diabetic weight loss system that I've created, I'm also an inspirational speaker, and I'm about to publish a self-help inspirational memoir. Diabetes is just one little chapter in it, and what I've done with this diabetic weight loss system, that I've taken that one chapter and created a huge system from that chapter for my big huge book. But my big book really covers basically how you view challenges and how you view every aspect of your life, how you view the present moment is the key to how you're going to experience your whole life. And that's when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, is what Wayne Dyer says all the time. And it's really so true, because as soon as you change how you view a situation, your whole life changes. And what I did, and I'm not saying it's easy, it's hard, because when everyone's having that sweet Mississippi mud pie and pistachio ice cream, which is like my favorite, and you're having, your iced tea or unsweetened iced tea or whatever, it's like, how do you compare, right? But what I did was, and you have to remember that the people who have those sweets, and then before they have the dessert, they have that huge pasta dish, and before they have that pasta dish, they have those onion ring appetizers or the french fries or whatever it is, you're pretty much certain that those same people are also having stuff like that every single day, right? I mean, the people that have the cheat, what do? They usually have one cheat, maybe two. If they're having a really bad day, they might do, every single thing on the menu and, have 4 courses that every single thing is bad for them. But that doesn't really happen too often, those that are very health conscious. That has been my experience. So when you realize that, I mean, why do most people become diabetic? It's because they overload their endocrine system with high carb, low nutritious meals. We're not meant to eat those high carb meals, and so when we do, we're just overloading our system. Now, here's the key on how to change the way you view it. What I have done is view diabetes as the biggest blessing for me. Because before diabetes, I was eating horrible foods with no nutritional value, thinking I'm healthy because all I did was dance for hours and hours a day, and really not absorbing anything that was substance for my body. And that's why I got sick. Now I had the chance, and have the chance, and have learned a way to create tremendous optimal health for my body. Yeah, so I have this thing where I need to check my sugar all the time and watch what I eat. But you know what? Everybody needs to watch what they eat or create a way of life that everything that they're putting in their body is actually being absorbed and is full of nutritional value, because that's why we eat. So by doing that, and when people don't do that, and when you're seeing that and you're around that, that's really where it's hard. You can realize that you have the advantage of creating health in your body, and maybe you have something to teach them. Or just realize that they're going to feel it just like you would feel it. They might feel it a few years later, whereas you would feel it a half hour later, an hour later, 2 hours later when it peaks, the sugar, right? So when you change the way you look at going out to eat and not eating all of the crappy food, it's going to change your experience and you can enjoy it.